Here's how to ensure that your kids have a productive wrestling camp with us. Make sure that they're prepared. Send them with 4 or 5 bars of soap. They're probably going to lose one. Send them with an extra socks, underwear, t-shirts. Just get some cheap bags of stuff from Walmart. Follow our packing list. That's tremendous. If you just follow that, you should be on point. Send them with more than one towel. Okay, we have a clothesline. We want the kids to dry their clothes before they put them in their clothes hamper and dry their towels and reuse them and so forth. But send them with some extra stuff. Make sure they're prepared. Make sure they have some spending money. We have a concession stand. Everything's $1 to $3. Almost everything is. 99.9% of it's $2. A big Gatorade, $2. Candy bar, $2. Same as the store, or very, very close. We're not going to divvy out 13 cents change. It would slow everything down. They'll lose the change anyway. So everything's either $1 for chips, crackers. 99% of the stuff is $2. Big items like big hot pockets and big burritos and stuff they may want to eat at night, those are $3. Well, some of them, those are $2 as well. So send them with enough money. Don't send them with a $100 bill. Send them with a bunch of 5s. A little, even a 15-year-old carrying a $100 bill in his pocket, he's going to lose it or it gets stolen. Usually when kids say stuff gets stolen, it's because they lost it, and they don't want to tell you that they lost their $300 Beat headphones. Don't send $300 headphones to wrestling camp. Get some cheap stuff. They're probably going to lose it or it might get stolen. And sometimes things do get stolen. I mean, there's thieves everywhere. I can't stop that. No more than I can stop your kids from getting a cold. It happens, right? But we have lockers. Bring a lock, not with a key. Bring a combo lock. Maybe bring a little. Go to Amazon. Get a little safe that you can keep, or in your suitcase with a combination thing. So everything's there. When they carry a $5 bill, if they lose it, it's not a problem. So send them with enough money, probably $10 a day. Kids after practice and lunch, they may want to get a Gatorade and chips or something and watch TV or go out and play soccer, right? Or maybe at night they might want to as well. So generally, that would be helpful as well. Now, what if they get homesick? The younger kids, we pair them up with kids their age at the beginning of camp. The kids who are here alone to try to help break the ice a little bit, that's always a good thing. If you think your kids might have issues, send them with a friend. That's usually not a problem. Ask a friend, and they're happy to also do wrestling camp. But remember, you cannot be the lifeline. If you're going to answer 16 text messages a day and FaceTime for 3 hours a day, once mom and dad get homesick, it's over, right? They're going to tell you all sorts of stories. The food's no good. The wrestling camp isn't good. It's loud. The food's not good. I mean, it's just nonstop. But if they have complaints about being homesick and then they started on this other stuff, understand that they're just trying to do anything to get out of here. And, there are kids who their parents are away in the military. I mean, your kid's at a wrestling camp. You got to say, hey, it's wrestling camp, dude. Go have fun, all right? Go have fun. And I guarantee you, if they were at the super duper fun camp, right, that some of the rich kids go to, where all you do is go canoe riding and white river rafting and hiking, they would never call home homesick. So part of it is because it's a physical camp and they get tired, and that's part of it too. So understand that. And I had the same conversations with the kids during the opening meeting. So I'm giving you the same thing I give them. Understand, teach them how to control their thoughts. If you're trying to lose weight and you think about pizza and ice cream, it's going to be a miserable experience. But if you think about fitting into that dress you want to fit into, or losing weight, or looking better, or how better you're going to feel, and the new you, I mean, it's exciting. It can be easy to stick to a diet that way. These kids have to control their thoughts, right? You don't think about home, don't think about mom, don't think about your friends and your girlfriend. Think about the fact that you cried under the bleachers at state after you lost out again, and you said, I'm going to get better. Now's the get better time. All right, let's go. Let's tap into that emotion a little bit. So you have to help them. And if they call you in the whiny voice, say, hey, no whiny voices. You get to call me twice a day for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. That's it. We're not going to have, no whiny voices. You're staying. You're not coming home. That's the way it is. Now, let's talk and let's work through it and let's get moving forward. Let's go. We got to go, right? And that's how you have to do that. Once mom and dad get homesick, it's over. Now, a couple of rules. We have a few rules. One is no parents allowed at camp. This is not a family fun time camp. It's not father-son camp. There are father-son camps. You can maybe go find one, but we don't do those. You as a parent are probably glad that there's not 37 strange adult men hanging out with your kids 18 hours a day. I don't know who Uncle Jimmy is. I don't. They're not allowed at camp. You can drop them off. If you want to pick your kids up, you have 24/7 access to them. We have a visitor's lot. You can meet them there, bring a box of pizza. They can even leave practice and miss an evening of practice and stay in a hotel with you one night. Especially if your kids are here for 14 or 28 days. I want you to come and see them, but we're not going to be hanging out in the bunkhouses, in the wrestling room, anywhere else. It's just a closed campus, and I've had issues in the past, right? Obviously, sometimes some dads go out to happy hour, they come back to watch a little live wrestling, and now I have a very uncomfortable conversation I have to have. I'm like, hey, we can't have, I like you guys, but, you're pretty drunk. You can't be in my wrestling camp. That's the conversation I had 15 years ago. Good dudes, but I can't have it, right? You don't want that. So I just shut everything down. And if the camp's not for you and you want to have a camp where you can come and hang out and watch wrestling 12 hours a day, you got to go somewhere else. That's just the way it is. No exceptions on that. We also don't allow food to be brought in. It's the number one cause of fights. You bring a big old box of junk food, I don't have a place to store that. And I don't want it in my bunkhouses anyway. I have 155 mattresses I had to buy. That's not cheap. You don't let your kids eat ice cream or melt chocolate or eat cookie crumbs on your $4,000 sofa. I don't allow it on my mattresses, so I don't have it. Plus, it's the number one cause of fights at camp. Years ago when I allowed it. And number one reason moms call mad because their kids ate it too fast and I didn't monitor that, or kids stole it and they want me to give them $200. I'm just done. We have a concession stand. Everything's $2 just about. A big old Hot Pocket or something is $3. Gatorade's $2. Candy bars $2. Everything's $2, the same as you buy it as a store. Chips and crackers are $1, cheaper than you buy it at a store. It's my kids' deal. They kind of run the kids the thing. They make a little bit of money on it, but I've got way better ways of making money than making 31 cents or 18 cents on a candy bar, whatever the heck it is. I can guarantee you. So we keep the mess there. The types of items we have are at our concession stand. We have kids who are deathly allergic to peanut butter out here, and I cannot have you shipping peanut butter. I just can't have it. So no shipping food, no bringing it in. It's just the way it is. If you ship packages, please don't unless they have to have it. Maybe it's a big bag of socks. Go ahead and ship that. Maybe they need a cell phone. Their cell phone broke. Ship it in to us. But care packages, no. Just send them a text, because I don't have $1 billion college campus like the college camps do. The meat market camps, right? They have a post office. They have a hospital. They have a security staff. They have, you name it. They have everything that they need right there. When a post office shows up with 7 or 10 or 12 packages, I have to leave the mat to go collect those. I just don't even want to have that happen. So only ship packages if they have to have them. Also, there's certain snack items we don't allow. You see what a Jolly Rancher melted to the beds can do, or to the floor. It's a job. So the food thing, I'm just kind of got done with it. Kids selling Pringles for $15 to a 9-year-old. That mom wasn't happy. We also don't do food deliveries. There's one young man apparently shipping food, or this food transportation companies. I don't know. I don't have fast food delivered. I don't know much about it, but $35 on Taco Bell. He did that 2 nights in a row, and I didn't know what was happening. Mom's not happy. I'm responsible for making sure his son doesn't spend all of his money. He spent $70 in 2 nights on Taco Bell. I gave the kid $70. All right. So we have rules in place. Everything's in place for a reason. You just have to, don't question our rules. Just say, these people have been doing this a long time. There's probably 15 reasons why that are very good. I just didn't think about those because I'm not in the business. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to let them do their job and abide by their rules. We just want to have wrestling camp. We want to keep things running smoothly. Last thing, what about injuries? If your kids are injured severely, we'll communicate with you. If they twist their wrist a little bit, we probably won't. Your kids can communicate with you. Obviously, if they're younger, we're about 70% high school. You know, most camps in America are. But so, you know, maybe if a younger boy or girl, maybe they don't have a cell phone, maybe they're younger, we'll communicate with you and let you know what's going on. But big injuries, we're going to communicate directly and make a plan moving forward. Now, understand we can't run to the urgent care center because your son or daughter has a sniffle, so we can't do it. The urgent care center has kicked us out already. We brought 8 kids in 2 groups, a group of 5 and a group of 3, and they said, you got to go. If they don't have a fever, because it's allergies or it's a cold, they go, Nick, they go, hey, you guys tell the coordinator, me, there's no cure for the common cold. We cannot, you guys are swarming us. We can't take you. We don't have the capacity. So I understand as a parent, you know, maybe if your kids say they have the sniffles or they're blowing their nose a lot, you're like, oh, just take them to the doctor. Well, if they don't have a fever, it's going to be difficult. Now, if their tonsils are swollen and red, we're going to go, right? If we think maybe it's a sinus infection or whatever, we're going to go. Otherwise, some of the stuff you can handle as well. You're like, you know what? Sometimes they do get maybe migraines or maybe they get sinus infections. Call your family doctor. Have them ship something to Walgreens. I'll even give you the one that we use, and we can go pick something up. But we can't just race kids off to the doctor every time they say they have the sniffles or something, because urgent care center, we have overwhelmed them, okay? So now injuries and severe sicknesses beyond a cold or something that doesn't have a fever, we're gonna give them, you know, for the basic stuff, you know, miss a practice, take a nap, sleep it off. Here's some Dayquil, right? Just like you would do at home. So that's what we're going to do. We'll take good care of them. Now, like I said, big injuries, we're going to communicate with you and make a plan for how to take care of those. Those do happen sometimes out here. But as far as wrestling camp is concerned, keep those things in mind. And, you know, especially the kids who need a push, they're not going to say, I quit, I give up, I'm wasting your money, I don't care you worked overtime, come and get me, I can't take it, I quit, camp is too hard, I can't take it, come and get me. They're not going to say that. They're going to come up with 100 other excuses. And so understand where they're coming from. Maybe the conversation leading up to some of these complaints, because our goal is to be the #1 imperfect wrestling camp out of all the imperfect wrestling camps. We're not perfect, but nothing is. They're going to have to learn to deal with it a little bit. But, you know, the kids who want to go home, they're going to say a lot of different things to try to get you to come and get them. So keep that in mind too. And who's my kid? What conversation have we had the past 3 days? And now we're having these conversations. They're probably related, right? And but yeah, like I said, any big issues, you contact us. We'll take good care of them, and we're appreciate you guys choosing us. Thank you.